Thank you, Mark. Before we kind of glance forward to the future of what Shimadzu has done in 2010, I thought we'd take a quick second to look back to where we've been over the past year. Last year in this session, we presented to you a single quadrupole mass spectrometer that was purposely designed to address the demands and the fast separations of UHPLC. We're happy to say this year that the LCMS 2020 is still the world's fastest scanning, fastest polarity switching, most sensitive, we believe easiest to use, and certainly easiest to maintain single quadrupole mass spectrometer available on the market. And knowing that we have that tool in our arsenal, this year in 2010, Shimadzu has the only no-compromise ultra-high performance liquid chromatograph system. We have a new generation of pumps that can accommodate up to 19,000 psi of back pressure at 3 mils a minute and can do 12,000 psi of back pressure at 5 mils a minute. A new auto sampler with a 12-plate capacity, 10-second auto injection cycle time, all with having a very low carryover spec with no rinsing, plus a whole bunch of rinsing capabilities if you really need them. Finally, a new column oven that has the highest temperature we're aware of at 150 degrees C, an intelligent heat balancer to make sure the temperature you put on that column oven is actually applied to all areas of the column, a low volume pre-column heater, and a post-column cooler. As you take a look at the design, what you notice immediately is the modular design Shimadzu has been known for years has carried forward in the design of the next era. So if you have a really strong preference for a single rail design auto sampler, you can do that. If you have a preference to split off of your PDA and go to an ELSD and a mass spec, you can do that too. Having a modular design allows us to build a system that's perfectly suited to your application needs. But it's not just a UHPLC. We accommodate still conventional HPLC flows, and because of the high temperature on the column oven, we're looking forward to green HPLC, the ability to use aqueous-only mobile phases with the same performance or close to that we get out of the aqueous organic mixes we're accustomed to using. When we take that separation engine and combine it with the LCMS 2020, what we get really is the next era of LCMS, and it's not because it's a UHPLCMS, which it certainly is. You can see our very fast separation time and reproducibility that we have here, but it's because this very piece of hardware that you see here is not only your UHPLCMS, it's your everyday LCMS, accommodating any application you can throw at it. That's the new hardware from Shimadzu, but 2010 for Shimadzu was a lot more about partnership, and especially partnership as it relates to our biotechnology products. We recently signed an agreement with bioMérieux to design a multi-time-of-flight mass spectrometer for rapid identification of microorganisms in clinical laboratory settings. We entered into a partnership with Covalex to design and release the Megatoph. This is a multi-time-of-flight mass spectrometer capable of analyzing up to 1.5 million Dalton molecules and doing it at exceptionally high sensitivity above what a standard electron multiplier would provide. We collaborated with Series Nanoscience and with Nonlinear Dynamics to release a platform for biomarker discovery. From Series Nanoscience, we're using their NanoTrap technology as a way to very quickly enrich, concentrate, and preserve biomarkers directly from whole biological fluids, using the Axima series of multi-time-of-flight to generate the data. And finally, a software package from Nonlinear Dynamics to be able to quickly identify the biomarkers to validate their relevance. Finally, we've recently entered a partnership agreement with Perfinity Biosciences to market their Perfinity workstation. This is a really powerful online tool for structure-specific affinity separations, bulk property fractionation, some online proteolysis with trypsin digest columns, reverse phase chromatography, and finally LC-MS MS data analysis, up to 7 orthogonal degrees of analysis, all online in one system. This was the topic of a presentation given, hosted by Shimadzu yesterday. And if you didn't have the chance to see it, we encourage you to come and talk to us about it. We're certainly happy to share the information. But in summary, 2010 for Shimadzu really was about reaching out globally, forging some very strong partnerships in the industry, trying to develop and bring to you technologies that address your application needs, solve the problems you have in your laboratory. Come see us downstairs. We're happy to talk to you about them. Thank you.